Hello, everyone, and we're live for episode 17 of the Fitness Business Growth Podcast. As always, I'm here with Mitch. It's episode 17. Today, we're here to talk about that gym owners, fitness business owners are misled. Cue the intro.
Welcome to the Fitness Business Growth Podcast, a podcast run by gym owners for gym owners. My name is Mitch, and along with Jamie, we are your hosts, and we will be discussing all the important things that you need to run a successful fitness business. From marketing to lead generation to sales to retention to staff and much, much more. So if you are a fitness business owner, then this is for you. We hope you enjoy the following episode, and we will speak with you soon.
And we're back, mate. Episode 17. How are you?
We're on. I'm good, mate. It's good to be back. These weeks go by quick. I feel like we just recorded last week's one.
17 weeks. I'm on a plane in 4 hours to Noosa, mate. I'm a first-time uncle. You're not an uncle, like? No, you're not an uncle yet.
No, I'm not. So that's very exciting for you, mate. Meet little nephew. Nice.
Yeah, Lumi. It's a Finnish name because my brother's partner married a Finnish girl. Mate, this morning I went on a little bit of a rant for 20 minutes, got a little bit angry, a little bit aggressive, very ranty towards the end, and it just pissed me off so much. And I just got angrier and angrier and angrier as the Facebook Live went on. And I really don't mean to rant. I don't mean to, but I get so frustrated, mate, that I see, and I'm sure you see it, that gym owners and fitness business owners are just continually misled of what is the best practice to grow their business. Do you want to expand on that?
Yeah, and I think it's a huge reason why so many of the owners that we speak to, and we've been guilty of this in times gone by as well, and we've actually documented and discussed this a little bit, the old shiny object syndrome. And it's not always the shiny objects that people are chasing, but it goes from one day people are thinking about this, and then the next day they're thinking about that, and then they're thinking about the next thing. They're just not keeping the main thing. But more to your point as well, I think that there are a lot of business owners that are just focusing on the wrong things, plain and simple. They think that they've got a problem with staffing when they've got 40 members, or they think that they've got a problem with how big their facility or how nice their equipment is when they've got 40 members. And when push comes to shove, there are a lot of things that really do matter in the grand scheme of business as a whole. But I think when you are wanting to grow your business, that there are definitely some particular things that you should be looking at, and there are some things that can really wait till later. And by later, I mean if you've got 150, 200, 250 members, but at the beginning, just not really important, not going to move the needle for you.
Why I was getting so fired up, mate, is these gym owners, it's not their fault. They hear gurus, coaches, service-based business coaches, gym gurus. They one day it is organic marketing is key. Next day, I got my list here, mate. So one day it's important that you message add 20 people in the morning, 20 people at night. Then you have to DM and comment on every single person that engages with your stuff. If they don't reply, mate, you then send them a funny meme. I've got that meme. Have you got that meme?
Yeah.
And then 2023, gym owners have to make reels, mate. Not only do they make reels, the first 3 seconds, you got to hook people, mate. You just got to hook people. You got to hook them in. And not only that, mate, you got to add captions and transitions to your videos because it's 2023. And if your video doesn't cut every 3 seconds, people are just going to flick right on by. But you know what, mate? After you get all that engagement, once a week, these gym owners, they have to do a 2-step post. I'm looking for 5 guys to achieve X result in X time. And if that doesn't work, mate, you got to join local business groups in your area. Newcastle, buy, swap, sell. We've got to farm those Facebook groups. And then if that doesn't work, mate, you just start DMing people more and more and more. And what really got me fired up this morning, the stupidest shit I ever heard, if you're not in the DMs, you're not in business. You just sign a 3-year lease, $150,000. You put down $12,000 bond, equipment, flooring, rower, get in the DMs. Imagine going to Shark Tank. You got Mark Cuban, Kevin O'Leary, Damon John, Laurie Griner. I'm a huge fan of Shark Tank, by the way. I know all the hosts.
Great show.
And what's your business strategy? Oh, well, mate, like I'm just gonna like people like and comment on my stuff. I'm just gonna message them.
It's
gurus and consultants. That is some of the advice that they're putting out there. And my rage came from, you need to do one fucking thing.
Yeah. So why do you think that is? Why do you think that the gurus are pushing this?
I think it's come from the rise of organic marketing. Like the classic Five Guys posts, drop a fire emoji below if you want this. For the coaches to get the engagement they need to start those conversations, one day it is, I'm looking for 5 people that want to learn how to use ChatGPT effectively, drop a fire emoji below. I've got a post that's going to get you 9 clients over the next 14 days. Drop a fire emoji below. Do you want to build out a membership website and a Facebook group? Drop a fire emoji below. And I am spammed on my other profile from these coaches. And there's so many fire emojis getting dropped left, right, and center. Like in the AM, gym owner drops 2 fire emojis. They get 2 resources. They start looking at ChatGPT. In the afternoon, 2 more fire emojis. They start looking at building a Facebook group.
So just so we're clear with that sort of approach to marketing, what people are trying to do, and we do this type of thing for when we're trying to, I guess, create some trust in our community, but they're trying to just start a conversation. And I think there is a time and a place for it, but it can't be your sole strategy. It cannot be what you wake up every morning, Monday through Friday, and if you're a real savage, Saturday and Sunday, because
getting the DMs
and trying to kick off these conversations by providing value and providing a resource that may be of value. But
sorry, mate, there could be people watching this saying, you guys are fucking hypocrites. You do organic marketing. And I want to be really, 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 really clear here. We've gotten 0 members for our gyms through organic marketing. Organic marketing, gym to consumer, is so different compared to organic marketing B2B. And I'll give you the exact example why. If I give you my exact ad copy, my exact ad image, my exact sales script, we had a lady in our Facebook group, ran those ads, used my sales script, and got 6 members last week. These B2B resources are so fucking valuable compared to you, the gym owner, who's making you 6 steps to sleep better that no one cares about. Or how to prep 5 lunches in 30 minutes for your children. No one wants those resources. And even if they do, it cannot be your sole strategy. When business B2B coaches say, I've got 50 bookings this month through my organic profile, find me the fucking gym owner. Please. Find me the gym owner who's done that.
Yeah. And I think it comes back to because we're talking about other people who do it, right? Like business coaches. And I think for them, they're trying to be different. They're trying to say like, well, what is it that is going to appeal to people? And the appeal of organic marketing is it doesn't cost you anything if you do it in that way. But it costs you your time. It's hours and hours and hours a day. And for people that completely disregard that time that they spend on it because they don't want to spend a few $100s on Facebook ads, but it appeals to people. And that's where for us we're obviously very, very, very clear with the type of advertising, type of marketing we like. We like paid marketing, paid advertising. We do organic stuff in our gyms around like bring a friend for free week. We have some affiliates set up. We do things like that. That's just good business.
What percentage of our members come through those sources?
Not as many as paid. No,
less than remove referrals. Outside of referrals, what percentage come from other sources outside of paid?
Like less than 5%.
And all that bullshit. Yeah. And all that work, posting the stories and doing the Facebook group farming, that type of stuff. I'm not doing that. You're not doing that.
No.
we've got great staff that do it for us. But even then, like we're not saying that like it doesn't work, but it's not a predictable way to grow your business. And I go back to you signing a 3-year lease and thinking that you're going to get to 150 members in the DMs. Like it just bothers me so much. And like it is such a short-sighted way to grow, because if you like, it will take you 12 months, 2 years to get your Facebook personal profile to 5,000 friends. And then you have to start deleting friends and adding new friends. Or you can press a button. I've never heard it put better than AG, owner of the 4% Club. We're in Systems by Design. You sit there all day messaging people on Facebook when you could just do a personal training session for $60 an hour and put that 60 into ads.
Well, even a good way to look at it, a lot of the people that do this, they've got a VA. Right, they've got a VA that does this for them. That's $200 a week, and roughly that's kind of like the going rate for a VA in the Philippines. So even with that, you're spending $200 a week to do that, and I would argue that $200 into a good Facebook ad campaign is going to get a better result. Plus it's easy to manage. You don't have to worry about training them or anything like that, and it's predictable for the reasons you just said. So I truly think like that there is maybe not nowhere near the extent that you're talking about. There is a place to, if you've got like a community group or something like that, to every now and then pop a post in there, see if you get any bites. If you do, follow them up. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It just can't be this sort of thought process where people think it's either organic or paid, and it can't be both. But paid is still going to bring in such a high percentage of your new trials, and it needs to be at the top of the hierarchy.
We've got
funerals and word of mouth aside, like I'm talking about stuff that you're actually proactively doing. Paid advertising should be right at the top.
We've got a community group, Breakthrough Active Health and Fitness Community. Please go join it. 689 people. Very few members join from there. And then someone will say, oh, maybe you don't know how to farm the group correctly. We've done the courses. We know how to farm a group. It's just not effective. Like I cannot, every single client in FBC, I love it so much when we get the message in the morning saying, oh my God, someone's booked in a call with me today. And when we first experienced that, just a light bulb went off in our head, where every single week for about 3 years, you push the money button Sunday night, Monday morning, we've got calls booked. And when gym owners experience that, it's life-changing.
Well, it's the exact opposite. You think about how hard you have to work to book an appointment through your organic strategy. In total opposite, in contrary, how easy it is. And obviously it's not easy, because I mean it's easy to push a button, but you need to have the right ads and everything in place for that, obviously. But in terms of time taken, and when you do get that system dialed in, how repeatable that is on a week-to-week basis. And we're living proof of that. We've been doing it for years now. We obviously keep our ad campaigns fresh. We change up our images. We change up our offers. We do a lot of trial and erroring around that, which does take time. But when we find a strategy that works, we can let it run. And we're not getting arthritis in our fingers from messaging hundreds of people a day.
We've got a campaign that's been running for 2 years now that we flick on and off, and it's as effective today as it was 2 years ago. And all the organic marketing, it sounds good in theory, mate. Why don't you go to your local coffee shop, give the owner a free membership, get them to put a 7-day free trial card around every coffee cup they sell. Go to your real estate agent. Every single person that buys a house in your area that your gym is, there's a 7-day free trial pass in their welcome pass. You're adding value to the real estate, mate. How good is that for the agent?
Even those two things, they're a lot better than what we were discussing before.
Oh, but like those two things, like they may work, they may not work. Or press the money button. And all the time you spend making your reels, adding your captions, adding transitions, if you just spent that time alone to master paid ads, lead nurture, sales, client finance acquisition, you'd have 100 members in 6 months. We have 150 members in 6 months. Like, it really isn't that complicated. And I feel there's a lot of coaches out there doing gym owners, fitness business owners, just small business owners in general a disservice by sending them like up the wrong tree.
Well, I asked you earlier, and I asked why you think that is. And I think like you just nailed it there. It sounds great in theory. Plus it's free or cheap to do it. You still have to, like your examples there, like print off your flyers or your trial cards or whatever it is. But there are a lot of business owners, a lot of gym owners that are afraid to spend money. We've spoke about this a few times where the old gym owner that we bought one of our gyms off, he said, yeah, I do some Facebook marketing. He spent $75 one time in 3 years of business. Like it's crazy. But he would rather probably spend all day wheeling and dealing, like going back and forth in emails or going in to meet someone or messaging people here and there. That takes him hours of his time, but refuses to put money into Facebook because he's just not sure if he's going to get a return.
Yeah.
So it comes back to, I think, a lot of these owners' mentality with money. And if you are a business owner and you're afraid to invest money into your business, then you're not going to be in business for very long.
How fun does this sound, mate? You wake up in the morning, you add 20 people, you get in the DMs, you make a few reels, you go down to your coffee shop, there's 7-day free trial cards, you get home, a couple of sell-by chat. Like, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't. Like, I saw another post that was, I saw it literally like an hour ago. It was a coach. I've just come up with a post that gets people into your inbox, so they're chasing you and you're not chasing them. One fucking post. Do you think one post is going to have people coming into your inbox for your 3-year gym lease? If that one post does work and people come into your inbox and you get a few sales, it's a 3-year lease. Best case scenario, you get one member off that post. Most gym owners have a cancellation every single week. Like,
the other thing we haven't discussed either is do you actually want to be that guy that's always looking for memberships, always knocking on your door, always sliding in your messages? Because the coffee shop owner, like he's sick of you if you keep on coming in. And it's obviously there are better and worse ways to do it, but it really is, like, especially from an organic standpoint with messaging people. Like, do you want to be that guy that just messaging everyone all the time? And if by chance you ever do come across these people, like through friends or whatever, then they're going to think, shit, he's trying to sell me a membership.
We made the decision very early on in FBC that we would never, ever compromise our values for a sale. I've had people reach out to us saying, I want to grow my business through organic. And I said, no, like, I'll help you grow your business, but you will do it this way. Because otherwise I would not feel ethical selling them the 10K organic masterclass course when it's improve your Facebook cover photo. Like, literally, here it is. Facebook cover photo. What do you do? Click here, join group. Connection post. Transfer a trust post. Testimonial post. Results in advance. 2-step. Message every single person that likes or comments. Like, when grown men fucking flirt in the comments. Oh, brother. Fire, brother. That's fire, brother. How much fire is that, brother? Seen Avatar lately too? Yeah, I've seen Avatar 1. I like Avatar 1 more than Avatar. Oh, fire, brother. Me too. Fire. Do you want to be that fucking person who is fake? Like, it's laughable. And attract, and you know what? You know what the worst thing is, mate? It actually attracts business owners that can be taken advantage of. Because they want to believe it's that easy. They want to believe one post is going to get them 9 clients. Fire, brother. Fire, brother.
Well, from a consulting and guru standpoint, whatever you want to call them, like if they're paying them their monthly fee or they're paying their 6-month program or whatever it is, it's very appealing if they say, this is it. You don't have to pay another $1 towards your marketing because it's all organic. Whereas for us, and we're very upfront and honest with this, you're going to have to pay for ads on top of paying us to help you with that and to run those ads for you. So it's a harder sell, but it's one that is necessary. And like you said, you take advantage of these vulnerable people because it sounds fantastic. Yeah, you pay me, you're 10 grand for 6 months or whatever it is that people do, and then you're not going to have to pay another cent. I'm going to help you, be able to create this system where you can get trials and new leads and new members without having to spend a single cent on Facebook ads. And it's just not true. Like, and if you are able to get some members and get some leads, good on you. Good luck doing it forever. you might do it. It's like the person who's trying to lose 10 kilos in 28 days. They might do it, but then what happens the second month?
And there is the exception to the rule. There is James Smith PT. There is evidence-based training. Like, they are very skilled. I'm so impressed by what they've done. But if you are trying to replicate them, you are walking a long road. Or you could just pay Facebook and have a predictable process and get there in the end anyway.
Yeah. And I think those two examples and the other ones that do it, they've got these huge brands. Like James Smith has over 1 million followers on Instagram and literally does things at like the Enmore Theatre. Has books.
And he's fucking funny. Like he's not giving out 3 tips to sleep better for women over the age of 40.
Yeah, evidence-based training. Like they've got hundreds of thousands of followers, and he's very polarizing. He's calling people C words and the rest of it.
I really enjoy his TikTok. I enjoy his TikTok content, but it's pretty funny. It's interesting, mate, because like I always draw the comparison back to like the fitness business owner versus their client. The weight loss industry, what James Smith and evidence-based training attacks is that like you, the consumer, are constantly fucking confused by keto, by fasting, and all the other bullshit systems to lose weight when they remove you from the principle of the calorie deficit. Gym owners, you're being misled. The exact same principle, all these things. You got to have recovery. You got to have the ice bath. You got to create the brand. You got to have the world-class team. Niche down. Who's your perfect avatar, mate? What client have we got the best possible results? We want to get 100 of them into our door. If you're not the best coach in the area, move on. Got to get on TikTok, mate. People went from Facebook to Instagram to TikTok. Like you got to follow the audience. But then, like if you do all those fucking 25 things, like you got no time for anything. And these business owners that have 0 members, they feel burnt out because they're doing all this shit. I'm getting mad again.
You got to sponsor the local soccer team. You got to sponsor the local football team, the local netball team.
We have a community group. We've sponsored the local sporting team. We've raised $60,000 for local families in need. I love doing that. It's great. Still, paid ads.
I think we'll finish this one up here in a moment. There needs to be a hierarchy where you put your effort and energy into. Every single day, or every single week, month, however you like to do your planning, and you're looking at growing your business, you need to say, okay, how am I going to grow my business this week, this month, this year? Facebook or paid advertising needs to be at the very top, and then everything else comes underneath it. Everything else. That sort of sponsoring your local football team, I think it's a great thing to do. I do. I think it's good to be involved in the community. You can't rely on that, though, to be a way that's going to save your business for the year. You just can't do it. And if push comes to shove, whether it's spending $1,000 on your local football team or $1,000 on Facebook ads, choosing Facebook ads every time. So I think there is a place to do it in conjunction with what we're talking about, but it just can't be your sole strategy. For starters, you're not going to have enough hours in the day to do it, because most of the people we speak to, they're also running sessions for the majority of the day and dealing with that. They don't have time to market their business. Do you know what the best way to market your business when you don't have any time is? Facebook ads. Get the campaign down, you get it in, you get it ready, you push the button, you let it go, you wait for people to auto book. If they don't, they respond to a message. You send 1 or 2 messages back to book them in for a call. And that's it. Show up to the call and you sell them.
That's actually it.
That is it. And if you don't have time, what better way to spend your time trying to grow your business? Yes, you're going to have to pay money to do that for your ads. But compare that to the busy owner who's trying to do all those other 15, 20, 30 things. It's just not going to get done. You'll end up doing none of it. Or you do it for a few days or a week or a month, and then that'll be it because it's just not sustainable. Like your fat loss client who's trying to lose 10 kilos in a month, and they do it, but it nearly kills them. It nearly kills them doing it.
Yeah. And it's just like, I truly, like, from the bottom of my heart, I want gym owners to have what we have, a predictable way to get clients every single week. Because one thing that we both know, mate, is cancellations suck. We used to take cancellations so personally. And the day we learned how to predictably acquire customers for the rest of our lives, don't get me wrong, I do not enjoy cancellations. I hate losing good members, but those cancellations sting a lot less when you're replacing them with higher paying members.
Well, I think one thing we have overlooked too is Facebook ads and paid ads. It's a great way just to generate leads in general, to build your email list. And then there's ways to be marketing and continue to market to that list. And there's ways that you can reach your 1,000-person email list with one click of a button, as opposed to going out and trying to nurture these leads through different groups and this and that and reaching out to them individually in the DMs. So it starts and finishes with paid ads, in our opinion. That should be at the top of your hierarchy, the top of your pyramid. Other things can fill in underneath. If you've got a personal, I guess something that you personally like to do, sponsor your local rugby league team because you grew up playing for that team, then great, do it. Knock yourself out. You might not get a return on it. You might, who knows? But everything else that you're not passionate about, they should only be done if you are doing everything else, and then you have some spare hours to be able to do it. It can't be your sole strategy. It's going to take up too much time. It's not going to be predictable. And if it does work, it's only going to work for a finite, I should say, amount of time.
Every successful gym owner, I want you to ask them a question. How did you grow your gym to 100 members? How have you maintained it over 100 members? Have you been open for more than 3 years? If the answer is yes to those 3 questions, they fucking use paid ads.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
Let alone if you're looking at sort of 5+ years or longer than that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, mate, let's wrap it up there. Blood pressure's getting too high.
You got some veins in your forehead there, mate. Really about to burst. Like you're going on holidays, you get to calm down and relax.
Yeah, I know. As we said, mate, we're just never, ever going to compromise our values, lie to the audience. We're going to tell them the truth whether they like it or not. And maybe you don't want to hear this. Maybe you think I'm a dickhead. Maybe you think we're fuckwits. I don't care. Like, this is literally the truth. And we hope you can take it as constructive criticism. I hope you can go look at our gyms and go ask other gurus, how did you grow your gym? Not your coaching business, not your B2B business. How did you grow your gym?
That's what we're all trying to do here, right? Like that's who we're speaking to. We're not speaking to other gurus or consultants. We're talking to gym owners. And as we've spoke about, business to business is very different to business to consumer. Business to business can get done on LinkedIn. Good luck finding gym clients on LinkedIn. They're just two completely different ways to grow, two completely different businesses. So yeah, I would ask. I would ask your network, like people who are doing well. Obviously, they may lie to you, how many members they've got, but if they are doing well, ask them how they did it. And I can guarantee you that there is a huge component of their marketing that's paid ads.
And they didn't put an ice bath in and get a membership surge.
No, they did that for themselves.
They did, and the recovery boots.
Yeah. You still want to do that?
Nah, not anymore, mate. Not anymore. I don't go to the gym anymore. All right, guys, we will wrap it up there. Have a lovely, lovely day. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Thanks, guys.